We're going to start off with the advanced rendering that got added into Cyclone 7.2. I'm going to go ahead and open up a model space. This model space has 15 high scans, 500 million points. You can bring up the model space information. You can see it's 500 million points. And move that across. Put that back up here. So first thing you notice is the dynamic viewing is quite a bit better. We do a lot better job loading the points in real time. If I can zoom in here and move the view around, you'll see that the points are coming in quite nicely. You get a nice rich rendering a lot quicker than before, and then you can move around to another area that didn't show any points before, and we build up this area quite a bit quicker. So it's very snappy. There's no delay between panning and zooming and loading and displaying anymore, such as we've seen in the past. Here's an area with a lot of overlapping scans, a challenge before, and as you can see, the load and display is very real time, and we're done with that load and display for that position. The preference that goes along with this feature, the preference change, is in Preferences under Point Cloud. The load and display by default is changed to 10 million from 3 million. So you can adjust that back down to 10, but we've adjusted this actually as high as 50. And if I go 50, 50, so I set them at 50 load and display, right? Both of these here. Now we're adjusting for a 50 million point load and display, and it's going to take longer obviously than a 10 million load and display is going to take, because you're loading in 50 million points and it's a laptop. It did take about a minute to finish a load and display, whereby at 10 million and 10 million and 20 million by 20 million it'll take quite a bit less time. But the point here is that it will actually work with a 50 million point load and display. Okay, so this is a good thing to know. If you've got a really fast computer, you can crank up those load and displays now, and it will work nicely. Okay. The other big feature here is in the registration enhancements.